nose doing the thing. Oh my gosh. I'm still here. I'm just opening my windows. Raise the woof. Raise the woof. What's good? Real odds and evens. Checking in. Reporting live. Thank you for the like. We have we have a lot to discuss. Welcome to the live. Hey, troll hunter. I'm so done. Y'all. Okay, we gotta wait for Steve, the holy trinity of y'all to be up in here. Who's the third like? Is Steve here? Got things to tell y'all because we were not here for like a day. Dude, this, okay. Well, I'll just have to show y'all later. Y'all see it anyway. This is crazy. I finally got my hair done. I went to a different place. So, Steve, okay, the Holy Trinity is here. I went to get my hair done for this market so then like I could wear hats. I was debating even prior to getting my hair done, like, or prior to this market, if I should get my hair done, because then it's easier for me to like model hats and, you know, things. But it's like spring, so I'm like wondering if I should still bring my knitted hats that I was making, right? So I went to a different person and they were like way closer than the original person I go to. Lesson learned, go to people who know your hair and know what they're dealing with. Because I had to tell this, like, bro, this is a whole story. Look at this. Look at my hair. They gave me like, it got super thick. She did the front real nice. You can't even see my gray hair. She did real nice. Look at the back. I did not have an accident. Look at the back. Look at this. It's still wet. My hair is still wet. It's still, I'm trying to like dry it. They like, so for those that don't know, when you get braids, they supposed to dip it in some hot water and then like cut the little flyaways to make it look clean. I saw a towel, but she must have not used all the towel or used it because it's still wet. It's got like, back of my shirt is wet. I hurried up. I was in there with my new Powerpuff Girls zip up and I hurried up and took it off. Like when she finished, I quickly came home because I didn't want to get, this would have been my sweatshirt. My hair is still wet. I know, now we got to change it up, Steve. We're going to pin this. If you are here, what's good, what is happening, please like and subscribe. Like I was telling y'all, it's gonna be a weird week, or it is kind of a weird week with my, thank you, Steve, with me trying to be consistent with posting. I had to do this hair appointment. Carrie dropped Bear off at grandma's house because I didn't think it was going to take this long. So, and then the market is tomorrow. We may, that's why I said this has been like 2 days, but so much has happened. I got a new generator. I got this generator. I was telling y'all, I got the tent. I don't know if y'all saw the tent. What's good, everybody? There's 17 people in this live. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to hang out and be with a real one. So I got this tent, and now my actual first outdoor event, because it's going to be too cold tomorrow. Thank you, one. So they moved it inside, so I had to change my whole layout. I'm going to show y'all my booth setup, because I always have different inventory, so I always got to make sure my stuff is displayed good because I'm a visual person. So instead of my booth layout where you can walk in my booth and there's 3 walls, technically in my booth that are shoppable, I had to condense it to a table and still make it look good. So I'm going to show y'all my layout of that. And so then I never have to ask for power. I've never had to ask for power, but like, let's say I do like a night market or something and they're like, you need to make sure you got lights. I do have battery operated lights, but like if I need to charge my phone, computer, any of that, there's a light on here too. See? And it's like, it blinks. That's like the brightness. It'll do like a blink thing. Oh, we got comments. Oh, I thought somebody already. Oh, this how it, it's got, that's the full battery life. They sent it with a full battery. This was only like $63. Hold on, I'm turning it off. Comes with a little handle. And I recommend everybody get it. I should have got one. They are. You have one already? I have like, I had the like the little, I always have one in my coat because my coat is heated. It was only $63 and it's this brand. How easy. I've been looking at generators for a minute. Actually, I started looking at generators like 2 years ago, and I just never had a chance to buy one because my market friends, the real ones that was there, one of them explained to me they power their entire store with one of these. You get yourself a generator, like if, and you can have like a, just for a few hours a day. They had, I think they had like a power strip, so then they didn't have to pay the extra $40. They literally were powering their whole shop to avoid the monthly, they not only rent and then they charged you electricity at the market. But like, I was very impressed how people had their whole setup. Portable, I guess, like a portable setup. So I got this for like $63. I still got to learn how to use it. It's, I think you can charge it solar somehow. I don't know, car charger, and then you can do it in the wall, and I think it was a solar way. That might be it. I haven't done all of the stuff, but to give me peace of mind and Bear peace of mind, because he was like, we have like a couple battery operated lights just in case, but when the power went out, remember I told y'all the one time, he was like scared. So I'm like, I wanted to make sure we have like an actual, we have one, and then it'll also be good for markets. I might even keep it in a car too, just in case. Yeah, it was a good investment. I finally bit the bullet and saved up to go get that. So I did get it on Amazon. I price everything before I buy through Amazon. And I was going to tell y'all about this too. While we're on the Amazon topic, do not mind my wet butt because like my hair is still wet. This the new toothpaste I was telling y'all about. Yeah, it'll drain it fast. I don't plan to. I can't even think of what I would charge besides my phone or maybe some cheap lights, but that's the intended purpose. I can't think of anything else I would use it for. But these were the two toothpastes I got. I looked at the brand websites first before I did buy these from Amazon. So in that order with the generator, I got these two toothpastes too. I was telling y'all about the $100 toothpaste. This was this brand. What is this? Theodent, whatever, however you pronounce this. This is like the kids brand, but we all gonna use this toothpaste. I hope you have a good day too, Joshua. It's a chocolate chip flavor. I like it. I tried it this morning. I did this one last night. This one will be like the everyday toothpaste. And then everyone will use this one. Me and Carrie, I say like, let's try to use this like maybe once a day or once every other day. And then for kids, like maybe every other day. So this one's safe to swallow. I wouldn't swallow this one. This one's just fluoride free. It's a good brand. They have the kids version, which is like $16, and then the adult version was like $100 for some toothpaste. Probably the same size bottle too, which is crazy. I'm like, if it has, I don't even know if they have this ingredient, the nanohydroxylate, whatever that word is. That is to help you rebuild enamel and stuff like that and fight cavities. So then this is a different brand, Boca. If you guys are interested, it's like a mint flavor. It's a clear toothpaste. I know this is random talking about toothpaste, but I have sensitive teeth and I just, just looking out. Anyway, that was my haul. Yeah, the lady, but like my hair just, it feels heavy because it's still wet. So I brought y'all in here for this. And just to do like a little chit chat. If anybody's interested in upgrading their toothpaste. I need some more water. Need a cold glass water. Is there any cold water? I'm stepping over boxes. Thank you guys for the likes here. But yeah, I went to a different person. They made my hair a little thicker, and Carrie, I pointed that out to Carrie. He's like, it looks good. And then he's like, oh yes, it looks a little interesting. I know my butt's wet. But like, it gets thick right here, which looked a little questionable. But you guys let me know what you think. And it's still wet, so just remember her like globbing some mousse on it. Bro, it was too much. I'm like out of breath because I literally got home not even an hour ago. I had to say bye to Carrie because he had to go to work. My appointment was at 8. I'm calling the lady because I got there 15 minutes early. I'm like, maybe she's open. I can just sit in there until she's ready because it was raining and it was thunderstorming. So I sat in my car. The parking lot, because this is my first time going there, was gated. They had to unlock it. So I'm like, I sat in the next business over. I sat in their parking lot until like 8. I called again. And she's like, oh, come here. You can come. So right away at 8, they had 3 people booked, me and 2 other people. I'm thinking, okay, one person at a time. One lady was there to open up, and then like an hour later, then the next 2 people came. So I'm sitting in the chair. My appointment was at 8. I'm sitting in the chair. It's like 8:40. Then she decides to move me to the hair dryer. I washed my hair this morning, and I picked it out. I didn't want to put nothing in it because I knew they were going to oil it and stuff. And I'm like, you literally had me sit an hour. Now my hair is nappy and way harder to work with. I don't put no, it's been years since I used relaxer. I don't put no products up in there. So I'm like, my hair was already like starting to shrink up. I'm like, I know I got Negro locks. You see this? Negro. I'm being funny. I know like you kind of, you want to sit me out and start out. Like she started on the people with the more difficult hairstyles. I called on the phone. She quoted me $100 for this. What you, just for you? I was just talking about my hair. That's the title of the live, I think I titled it as. So I got quoted $100. I took out cash. I said, okay. I like to pay in cash. Like whenever I go to the salon, if I can pay cash or Cash App or something like that, I want to make sure the person doing the service gets all of their money. Every time I have to do like an invoice off a Square, if I do a couple $100 invoice, they take out like between $20 and $30 of what I'm supposed to make. So I'm like, I want to make sure I give you, you know what I mean? So I'm in there. I'm expecting to pay $100. I had like other extra money on me, but like, I'm not trying to give you all my money. You quoted me $100, right? So that's what I came with. Then she pulls me to the side. That is a good price. I'm like, okay, because this is a new person I'm coming to. My old person, which I may go back to next time, charges me $100 too. But she didn't have to put all this hair in it. It's like one bundle, and I think she's good. Like she doesn't have to start adding hair until like the very bottom. That's how she did it. But like, I think the lady started adding hair at the top and then continued. So now they just look thick. I just want them to look natural, bro. Maybe so I can wear like a ball cap or something. So she pulled me to the side and she's like, it's actually going to be like $120. I'm like, oh, because you saw my Negro hair. I asked on the phone, are you sure it's $100? I just want 7 braids. And then she seen me in person. I'm like, you see my hair. I know it's thick. I'm like, I went to an African braiding place. You like, everybody's putting stuff in their hair, and I'm not judging people that do that. I literally don't like put a whole lot of stuff in my hair. I wash it, I condition it, and then I'll oil it. But they are Negro locks. So I'm like, are you sure? Because I know you're going to be pulling it and it sound just like when I had my freeform locks. It sound like tree branches. I have Negro locks. Like, this is a joke. Like, I know that. I know it's going to be tough to work with. Are you sure 100? Because I brought you 100. Yes, they always, and then they try to upcharge you. I said 120. You quoted me 100. Okay. I sit back in the chair. It's not until like 9. So this lady, she had me under the hair dryer because my hair was still a little damp. Mind you, it was raining. Yeah, like just tell me the truth off bat. I'm like, are you sure? I know you ain't seen my head, but I told you my hair is very tough. They had like there was like multiple women there. Like it was only one lady that opened, and then people came in like an hour later. You could have just told me I should have came in at 9. You had 3 people sitting in the chairs at 8 in the morning and one person's hands. So, okay, whatever. She had me under the dryer. It wasn't until 9 the sister came in and actually started working on my head. I waited an hour for somebody to work on my head. And it's like, it's hard. Why is it always hard to book just to do braids? I don't want nothing extravagant. You ain't got to put no jewels in my hair or none of that. The best wool. They asking me about what color. I'm like, I just wanted to look natural. Now it's like thick. So then the sister came in, and then she walks me back, and she's like, it's gonna be like 130. Do you see the texture of your hair? I said in my head, you guys are African braiding hair. Now, if you ain't never dealt with no 4 elemental P hair, then that's not real African braiding hair. These people were speaking like French too. So I'm like, are y'all for real from like, is it South Africa? Because my hairstylist, I think, is from South Africa, and my original person. And she been doing, what's good, Rico? She been doing hair for 27 years. So I'm like, should I have gone back to them? Every time I've had braids in the past, it's been from that person. Should I have gone back to my old person? Because I'm like, y'all was closer. They didn't start on my head until an hour later. Then they tried to, as I was there, on the phone, 100. The first person, 120. Then the lady that actually did my hair, she's asking for 130. And I said, if I misspeak and I tell you a price, I, as a good person, as a good business person, will honor that price. So I'm like, I'm going to pay 100. Or like, that's what I was told on the phone. Then one of the ladies was like, just have her pay 100 because that's what you said over the phone. That's what I'm expecting. I said, you want me to pull out an extra 20? Yes. You want to just take all my money? Yeah, like that's what it was supposed to be. I'm like, that was just weird. I got asked 3 times before my hair was even done, we have to take the payment. I said, I didn't even see my hair. The mirror is like off to the side. So I would have to, like, if I wanted to try to get a sneak peek, lean over. Is she braiding my hair? I can't really lean over to see what's happening. Yeah, just tell me. I was like, I was prepared to give like a $20 tip or something. You hate who? The person that did my hair? Because I know you're not talking about me. I ain't do nothing to you. Anyway, so like I got told three different prices. I'm like, I got told 3 different prices. I've never had them, like, either you're going to take my payment before my cheeks hit the seat or you're going to wait until after. My original hairstylist always waited, the Africans. My original hairstylist always waited until after. The person who did my hair, they confirmed my appointment. They told me the location. They never said anything through text message about payment in advance. They never sent a Cash App link. All right, everybody like cash. I'm gonna just make sure I show up with some cash. Yeah, what's going on, Tammy? I have no idea who they hating on. I'm just telling them about my hair. So I said I'm gonna do 100, and yeah, that was that. It was just weird. It took way longer. They said 2 hours. My hairstylist, the same braid pattern that I've had in the past, she has done it in like an hour. And I was the only head this person was working on. Like, even though they came late or whatever, they still were able to do it in an hour. I feel like it took like 3 hours. Technically, I got there at 8, but from 9 till 11, 9, 10 to 11, little after 11, it took 2 hours to do 7 braids. There's people in there getting box braids, and there was the 3 of us, box braids. And then there was another person getting them little braids. You know when they do like the updo and they wrap the hair around with all them. Is it micro braids? Why wouldn't you start on me? Like, being respectful. Everybody was scheduled at 8. But why wouldn't you start on me if I had like the easiest hairstyle? I said, I don't want nothing fancy. I just want 7 braids to the back. Then she tell me, I can't do 7 braids. I can do 8. Why? I'm paying you. Okay, I guess 7's my favorite number. 7 is my lucky number. But okay. My profile picture was from my old stylist, and she did 7 braids. I said, that was so cute. Anyway. Okay, that was a lot going on. We haven't even gardened. So I need to do that to decompress. I had my yoga and wine yesterday. That was fun. And my friend gave me a full bottle of this white wine, sparkling. My neighbor said this is good wine. I'm not a wine person. I said maybe tonight I'll try it. Super sweet. Gave me that and some chocolates. I'm gonna show you the chocolates. These chocolates, me and Carrie had one. At the flower shop, they sell wine and chocolates. I'm trying to do like a cool preview for y'all. I'm gonna have to read your comment in a second. It's a good choice. Uh-oh. I'm trying to scoop this out for y'all. They had like salted ones. I tried one. I think I got lucky. I had like a nougat one. I like straight up generic milk chocolate, y'all. I don't need nothing fancy. No fillings. I don't need that. But I'm gonna try these. They had salted ones. And then Carrie got one with like raspberry filling or something like that. I'm just a girl. I don't need all of that. If it's straight up milk chocolate, I'm cool with that. So we had that. That was fun. What was this? Yeah, I'm like, bro, if it's my money, respectfully, I just want to make sure it gets used on what I said I wanted to do. The Oreo white chocolate. Oh, then the yellow packaging, those are good. You got to try. I haven't tried these yet, but there's a competitor, like a low-key competitor with Oreo. And they have like a really long name. I think it starts with a K. But you can only order them on Amazon. They may have their own website. I always try to check the business's website first to see if they got a better price. But if Amazon has a better price, then I wait to do like a bulk order, and then I would order from Amazon, so then I get the free shipping and stuff, you know. But it's like I'm making up a word. It was like something like that. And they're like, were they both made in the United States? It was like, okay, if you don't know the origin of Oreo, it was like, I think 2 brothers. One had Oreo and one had a different brand. But Oreo is more well known. But I want to try the brothers brand because it's supposed to be like better for you and actually tastes more cookie like. Oh, the Oreos. Bear, I don't give them a whole lot of sweets. That I got to tell y'all too about this. Besides an old-fashioned donut, and that doesn't even have like frosting on it. It was my brother's birthday. Me and my brother are both March babies. So him and my mom came over with a cake for me and Bear. And Bear got like, it was like a little cake. And Bear got a slice. And he didn't really eat it. Like he's not, I really appreciate that I introduced him to fruit. And he prefers like fruit over like chocolate and stuff. Carrie packed a chocolate chip cookie in his lunch today because he's at grandma's. Well, I didn't think my hair was going to take this long. I really thought I was going to get done at 10 at the latest. But what was I saying? I don't even remember. Hair, Oreos, something else I was going to say. It was just weird. Yeah. That hair salon. I'm like, nobody said anything. And I'm like, what? They didn't even section the squares. If you know what a box braid is, they literally part your hair in a box, pull the hair out. So it's not, this is oily, not braids that are French, you know, sticking to your head. They, you know, you can pull like the braid off your head, right? And the lady did it so sloppy that she had to like redo it. And like, I looked over, I almost started to speak up for this person. I'm like, you wouldn't speak up for me because you didn't speak up for me. Everybody, the 2 other ladies were quiet when I said my price changed 3 times while I was sitting in that chair. So I'm like, okay. I thought black people stuck together. If I misspoke, I'm going to tell you though. I have to honor the price. That's only best. That's the best thing to do. So that's that. I had to change this trash. He didn't put no trash bag up in here. And my pants are still wet. Like, do I take a blow dryer to this? No, it was African people, but it was like 2 other black women getting their hair done. And one lady was like, this isn't what I asked for. And, you know, I almost said something. I'm like, you didn't say anything when my price changed. And they saw me take my hair. They took me into a different room. They're like, I'm not going to be why is it a secret? They took me into another room. Yeah. Like, that's why I don't be doing, if I can do self-care myself, I'll do self-care myself. I'm not doing my nails and things like that. They'll try to charge you. The last time I got my nails done, I think it was the last time. I tried to get the little things, the little fake nails and stuff like that. I did that twice, literally twice in my whole entire life. I had pink ones the first time, then I got a little bit longer green ones. I'm like, this is too much for me. And I was working at a gym and I had to pick up wet laundry and it was just making my fingers hurt because the laundry was wet and heavy, and gym laundry is disgusting. Carrie and I have stories about that, dealing with gym laundry. People, that's why I tell y'all, if you're going to join a big gym, you take your own towel, and it's only the gym towel. Maybe that towel gets washed with other stuff like, I don't know, some dish rags or something. You do like a separate load. I wouldn't even let that towel you take to the gym touch the other delicates. If you've seen, I have stories, and I think I shared them when I used to work at that one gym. Anyway, what was I saying? So then the third and last time I went to get like purple nails, and I didn't, yes, bro. Okay. I'll tell you, Rico, in a sec. I'll tell y'all in a second about, like, you wouldn't even imagine what grown men do to these towels. So, what was I just saying? Now you got me stuck on these towels. Oh, so when I went to get my nails done with my mom, I had a man do it. And I don't care. Man, woman, whoever does my my fingers. You don't even know the half of it, Steve. I remember, I think it was this finger. He cut my actual nail and then he tried to like paint over it. He didn't try to cut it down. I wasn't getting fake nails, so I was just getting nail polish on top. I still had a cut in my nail. Like, you should have just cut the whole nail off. You know what I mean? I just would have had a short nail. It wasn't until I got home, I'm like, why is the side of my nail got like a little cut in it? So I'm like, then they still tried to charge me the price. I said, you're not gonna take some nail clippers to this? So I'm like, I can't get my nails done. I need to know you, or we need to like barter services. Like, you know what I mean? If my friend do hair, then I trade them for yoga services, you know, vice versa. So anyway, that was like the last and final time I went. I'm like, you really let me go out of here and you cut my nail and you try to just paint over it like nothing happened. Okay. But about the towels, bro, I'm going to say trigger warning. I really wanted to burn my hand after this. So if y'all, nobody should be eating right now. So I'm doing the laundry. A while back, I was working at this gym. I was teaching yoga, but then I wanted to get extra hours. I didn't want to go an hour teach and come back home. I'm like, if I can go teach and then pick up the evening night shift until the gym closes, like I taught like a 6 to 7 class, and then 7 to 9 or 9:30 was my laundry shift, right? This gym, they have hand towels, and then they have like bigger body towels. The hand towels were black, and I'm pretty sure those were the one, I don't know, everybody just used them for anything. It's weird. I think the small little square hand towels, or face towels people call them, is the ones you're supposed to use. There's spray bottles. I'm mixing chemicals, right? To refill the spray bottles and replenish the towel racks. And they had like huge towel racks. I'm like, y'all are just eating the towels? Like, how are they going so fast? But the face towels were to wipe down, you spray and wipe down the machines. And I've seen people wipe their faces with it. I'm like, do you not know how many chemicals might be on that towel? I don't even know, like sometimes it'd be a fresh one they grab, sometimes not. But I'm like, after washing them so many times, the towels would get tattered, and then finally you could throw them away. You had to wait for them to look like homeless people towels. I think somebody blew their nose with the face towel, and then they try to play it off and they threw it in the bin. So like right next to the fresh rack of towels, there was like a bin for your dirty towels. This nigga, this is a white person, this nigga blew or hacked a loogie in there, and my hand stuck to the towel. You know, you're reaching down, you bring these hot, musty, eucalyptus smelling towels, like, because it would be a mixture of the black towels and then the white body towels, or, you know, beach towel or whatever it was, because there was a sauna there and there's eucalyptus. I think you could spray eucalyptus in the air, but people were using the eucalyptus bottle to spray it on themselves. So the towels were always like soaked in eucalyptus. So the towel stuck to my hand. I'm like digging in the bin. I'm right by the washing machine to throw it in, and my hand got stuck. The towel got stuck in my hand. I wanted to burn my hand. That was so disgusting. Then I got carried to work at the gym. There was like a bonus if you hire somebody. They act like they didn't want to pay me my bonus. I'm going to try to make... Hold on, Timmy. Don't call me. Hold on. I'm going to... We just gonna garden, and I'm gonna finish up this story because my brother is calling me now. So I told him I'd go live around this time anyway. But I got Carrie to work there. There's a video, inequality in the yoga community, and I share my wage. I'm very transparent on this website, literally this platform. And I shared at one point I was like teaching over a year, if not 2 years, before my friend got hired, and actually had this come up in like my past videos, you know, like, look what you posted like 2 years ago or whatever. I made another TikTok about it, and I just seen that come up recently. So I'm making like $16 an hour to do an offsite class. This is how racist they are. And my friend is getting paid $22 an hour, and she's worked there. She's white, and she was not there as long as I had already been there. I referred her. They gave me the bonus for that. And then I referred my husband to work there, and he was like the custodian for a few hours at a different location. And I worked at like three of the gym locations, right? And the song that plays in my head, been around the world now, because I was teaching 17 classes a week at one point. And you gonna pay me $16? Not in this economy, but you know, 2016, 17, 18, something like that when I was there. This is gonna be a nasty bowl. I'm gonna be... Never mind. So Carrie tells me his story. This is another trigger warning. So Carrie's in the showers, mopping the floors or something like that. He goes to pick up a towel. These are grown men. This is never anybody that has been younger than us. Even though we were 20-year-olds, young adults, it's always been somebody older. It's always 40 and up that's doing this mess. He goes in the shower. He picks... Chop suey, for real. He picks up a towel. And I want you... Let's play a game. Guess what was under the towel in the shower? Cast your votes. Let me just pack this, and I'll check the comments. Dun, 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 dun. Absolutely. Oh no, no, Darrell got it right. Somebody pooped in the shower, stuffed it in the corner of the shower, put a towel over it. So not only did it stink in the shower, not only it stunk in the shower, it was wet, stinky poop. So I'm like, if you choose to go to a gym, this is what I was trying to do with the first place. I was like, how could we add like, you are a brave soul to use the showers at gyms. You are a brave soul. As somebody who has worked behind the counter, you are a brave soul. Bring your own towel. Don't take any showers there. What else? Yeah, I wasn't interested in going to the gym either. I like yoga studios. One gym I worked at, they even have heat. One of my clients was like, the shower water is so cold. Do they have hot water? This place didn't even have hot water, and you have shower access? Who wants to take a cold shower when let me explain this. I worked at a gym. I worked at several gyms. There was a gym that was literally in a shed. I'm there 4 a.m. to set up for the 5:15 class that I taught. It was like a boot camp. So we was already going to be getting it, sweating it up good. So I'm the first one to open up the building and turn the heat on. In the winter, I'm coming to an uninsulated shed. In the dead of the winter, the shed thermostat read 45 degrees. I'm setting up the dumbbells with gloves on, it's so cold. And then taking a shower when it takes until like at least 9 a.m. for the gym to kind of get somewhat decent. How many hours is that? I've already taught like 2 classes. I had a 5:15 and then I had a 6 a.m. one. They were like 45 minutes. You have 15 minutes in between. Not until like 9 a.m. is when the building started to warm up. Who wants to go and take like a polar plunge after working out? So yeah, I got stories for days. Like the poop behind the towel that's kind of what did it in. I didn't see that, but I already shared my story. Yeah. Okay. I'm like, now it's daylight. Window's been open. So I'm gonna just be chilling. Like a whole polar, like you're not trying to do that right after you work out. Ooh. Gotta put some air on your chest. A whole polar plunge. Whew. Insane. But yeah, we going to Chicago tomorrow. Y'all, that gas is setting in. I didn't realize it was going to be a 2-hour drive. I really thought it was going to be like an hour and a half max. It's 2 hours, though. But I'm going to do a road trip with Carrie. Where's the sport? It's like, you can hear some in there. I hate throwing stuff away when I know it's still usable. And I got these 2 like weird spray heads. Turn it upside down, lean it. You're an OG if you remember these. These are the testers I'm now using when we had like little room sprays at the first studio. I think these were the testers. What the hell? Oh, I see why that's a problem. Look at this. Look how long the neck on it is. That's why it's struggling to get, it's curved. So like when I turn it, it's only, how long should I make this? I got a scissors in here. This is so random. Hold on. We cutting pipe fixtures. We can fix anything. Once you become crafty, you can fix anything. I just cut that. I gotta find the piece. Maybe this will work now. Where did that even go? And it's clear, so it's gonna be. See? That's probably why this other one is acting up. They have long necks. They get stuck. Your neck too long, brother. There we go. Fixed it, I think. Bob the Builder. Spray's way better. Boom. We did it. Now I can't find this piece. Oh, it's in the abyss now. Oh, I see it. It's braid long. Long and wet. You're gonna catch a cold. Trying to go out there. Bro, she was braiding my hair so tight my eyes started watering. And I was getting slapped in the face with the hair. I'm like, that's never happened. Why do you need to pull the hair forward if you're going back? Make that make sense. Let me get some hand sanitizer. Oh, you know what? I need to blow my nose. See, I wait to get my hair done, and then I'll do like a cut in my eyebrows. So I'll show y'all how I cut my eyebrows. Maybe that'll be cool. We could do that. I still want to get a grill, but I got to see where finances are at. If I can do really good at this market tomorrow, there's a grill, and I told y'all about this before. There's this grill I've been wanting to get. It's from a small business. I think her story is like really cool. So it's actually something I wanted to do when I was younger. Kind of a fusion. I'm out of breath, y'all. I'm like, I don't know. It's the gas. Collecting my thoughts. So like, she was doing construction, I believe. She was doing some type of job where you needed a hard hat, a vest, something like that. And then they sold all of their belongings so then they could start renovating a like Sprinter kind of vehicle, a long work kind of truck, and she renovated it. So now she travels, she lives in that van, and then she also made it makeshift so she can make jewelry on the go. And I said, that's such a cool story. So I want to support them, and I want to save up and get a grill. And bro, y'all know the difference between when I use nigga. I'm like, and I'm saying this in a respectful way. This nigga put gems in the grills. I said, that, bro, that's so cold. Like, you know, when I was thinking, maybe while we're in Chicago, that might take too long. Go and get a grill. Because I'd rather go in person. Because then they got to take a mold of your mouth. And the places I've looked up, they send you a kit. You got to try to do the mold yourself and not mess up the mold. Because, like, what if you do mess up the mold and you send it back and then they're like, I can't do anything with this. We got to resend you a mold. You know what I mean? Like, you know, what if that happens? But I'm still like, I kind of want to give it a try. This, they would have to send me a mold, I'm pretty sure. You bite down and then you tell them the teeth that you want to get the grill on. And then they do it. So like, she don't do gold, but it would be cool to get gold. Because, you know, I got my gold nose rings. And I need to put a hoop in here. I have my cartilage done. Eventually, I want to do this with some numbing cream, though. We getting off topic. I want to get a conch piercing where it goes like that shiny part of my ear, the inner ear, and it comes through the back. It's a big hoop that goes around this band. So here, here. Some people get studs. I think a gold hoop would look cool because then I have like a hoop here. Anyway, okay, what was I saying? This grill, so you can tell them, thank you for liking. You can tell them the number. I think they number the teeth and you say this and this. So I'm gonna get like a two. Actually, my other friend does. Bro, this is the whole concept. This is the vision. Now that I got my hair done, I don't know how long. I usually keep my braids a really long time. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. 1,000, wow. So we'll see. Like, hopefully, what if this market did really good? Like, I'm going to Chicago tomorrow. What if this and I was able to get a grill? That would be cool. I asked for that for my birthday, but I knew, like, realistically, I'm like, we gotta try to save money. So I was like, never mind. I still want to get a Juicy Couture set. If I can start getting a little collection of the little sweatsuits, it's over. It's over. Also, side note, I am chopped. We just flowing. I want to get them jumpsuits, low key. I said I need to switch up my yoga wardrobe. I got like the baggy pants. I went from like, what did I go from? I swear it was like leggings, because that's how people get introduced to leggings, right? These are the tiers. I'm joking when I say this, very satire. You go from like the leggings, then you start getting the multicolored leggings. I had the little see-through leggings, bro. RIP to those. Those was Lululemon. Put some Louis on his butt. Okay. I was wearing Lululemon before they was even wearing Lululemon to the club like they doing right now. I'm joking, bro. So it goes from like leggings, then you start getting the more colorful, more detailed. I got leggings right now. You tie up, they do the. I got those. I have the coldest ones, the leggings, and then it got. I don't even know what to say, if you know that reference. Anyway, I'm trying to hold up my foot. The leggings that wrap around like the heel of your foot. And then it's like a little band. So then you don't have to, I don't know. I don't know if people do this that wear leggings, but as a yoga teacher, I do this. They always make the leggings extra long at Lululemon. Okay? I ain't brought Lululemon in like some years. Yeah, I want to get them little leotards, the one-piece suits, because they make ones with sleeves. They got like tank top suit ones. They got short ones. You can get legging long ones. I'm like, I want to switch up the game, okay? So anyway, those are the God tier leggings. When like Lululemon was making those, I should have snagged them. Because people don't tell you this. If you are an instructor, yoga teacher, Pilates, I don't know. If you can show that you have a schedule, like that you actually teach publicly somewhere, you can get a discount at Lululemon, and it's like 25% off. So I'm out of breath. I don't breathe when I talk. I need to do it. But those are the God tier. I should have snagged those. They got the little cuff. But naturally, with the leggings I do have from Lululemon, I just pull them over my heel. They always make them too long. That's the point I was making. And I always look weird because I stuff my leggings in my socks. And that's how I like to teach. So anyway, you go from like leggings, then you go to like the colorful leggings, then you go to like the baggy pants. You know, you go from the baggy like hippie pants. Then you're like, oh, okay. This nigga on a whole nother level, okay? This nigga on some spiritual shit. So that's why I got a bunch of like baggy pants. Like this is in your yoga journey of how ridiculous your outfits get. So from just normal black leggings. Everybody just be wearing black leggings. That's safe. If you want to turn it up a notch, you get yourself some colorful leggings. Then you really try to be like, I'm out here, I'm doing stuff. I'm on game time, right? Then you get the hippie pants. I got ones with elephants on them. I got ones that got little symbols. I'm like, I'm out here. I got the ones that flare out, okay? And I got the ones that scrunch in, okay? But now I need to start the collection of them one-piece bodysuits. I said, okay, I ain't never tried this look. I'm gonna try this look. It's kind of out of my comfort zone, but to wear tank tops, because people be like, whatever about, you know, hair, and people be, you know, so I don't be wearing tank tops, right? You know what I'm getting at. But I really want to wear one of them one piece, and they have like really cute colors. Anyway, we on gang time. I'm gonna just start saying that. Whole nother level, okay? Class dismissed. Okay. We're gonna, shit. I don't know. Don't make fun of my, my little clippers. I think the battery is slowly dying. So it sounds like I ain't even gonna do it. I'm not gonna do an impression of this. And I don't got no batteries here. I think they're all at the office. But this, I've had this for years and I've never replaced the battery. So I'm just surprised that this is even functional. I swear, bro, this would be wild. I think I got this at my very first job. This is how I'm like relating this back to my life. Why are we so chopped? So like, I've had this probably for like over 10 years and I've never replaced the battery in this. It still works. So today we're gonna see if it works. I think I remember buying this at Shopko. That was my very first job. But anyway, this is what it looks like. I think it was like a as seen on TV thing. I said, nah, this shit cold. Finishing touch. Out here, it had the little jewel on top. And then you pull it off. This the head. You can cock the head back. So this is how it sounds. It still works. So I wish, how can we do this? I thought about getting my my tripod, but I'm like, I wouldn't be able to do that. Set it up or stand it up in here. So I'm like, y'all kind of gotta sit right there. I always wait to cut my hair, give myself a little eyebrow shape till I get my braids. Low key, it pulls it back. I am cooking. Focus. All right. I just wave it like side to side. So I'm gonna do this side normal. I guess I was saying it low key, like when I get braids, it pulls my face back. So it's easier to line up my eyebrows. So I usually shape up my eyebrows after I get my braids. How I like them. this is what I usually just do. Like, I'm gonna do one. Let me. The show. All right. Something like that. Now we looking crispy. Now we looking crispy. Mm, 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 mm. The birds is singing. Let's go on the light. Make sure I got all the loose hairs. There we go. Time to hit the photo shoot. Whoa. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, it's been real. Oh, before I go, I want to share. This is going to be my layout. So I always like to, this is going to be the last thing I share, and then I'm going to call my brother. This is going to be my booth layout. I need to zoom in. So bear with me. This is going to be my layout for my my booth. Since we can't do actual outside anymore because it's going to be too cold and use like a tent layout, I had to do a table layout. So this is my table layout. My zoom in. This is going to be my layout. And you probably can tell what it is. So that's how my table's going to look. I'm going to have like some tote bags. I can't really point to things, so I'm going to try to describe stuff because I got it zoomed in so much. We're going to have like my little banner in the front, and like the totes will be on some like little hooks. We're going to have my register, and then I'm going to put the little spinny rack on the register. The table is just going to be all rugs. So I kind of did a description of the rugs I have and the ones I'm going to bring. And then I thought about bringing my mirror, but I didn't pack it. I'm going to build some grid walls at this second table and pin some t-shirts up. I'm going to have my coasters and some sweaters. And then on the end, I'm going to have my little sticker stand. So, yeah. That's going to be the layout that I drew. So then, or that I end up doing for tomorrow. And then I just have to pack. I'm going to pack my big tote, probably 2 trash bags of things, my wagon, and that's it. So 2 trash bags, a tote, and a wagon, and then my 2 tables. So I just have to put the tote in the back seat, and then we're bringing a table too. So I think I might have to lay the seat down, but then we'll be all packed. Woohoo! Anyways, y'all, like and subscribe. Just wanted to check in with y'all. That's gonna be, I wanted to check in to show y'all my booth layout. Mainly for the booth layout though, and just to say hi, hello. I forgot what I even did yesterday, but I was busy and I did not go live. Oh, I had that workshop. I had to work that yoga and wine workshop. That's why I didn't go live. Anyway, y'all, like and subscribe. I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.